Thank you. Thank you. Once again, welcome back to the ROLAND GRIMES Not Just Sports Entertainment Show. I'm your host, the chocolate troglodyte himself. You didn't hear that coming, did you? Roland Bubba Grimes, Bishop McNamara High School, 1982. Syracuse University, 1986, 1999. And you dating me. Look at you. Like, how old is that, brother? I'm really 17. I went to college at the age of 4. Here we go. I am your host, Roland Bubba Grimes. To my right, co-host Dr. Baruch, and I want to introduce to some and present to others our esteemed guests for the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the owner of Fruit Fit Fitness, Miss Patrice Jones. Patrice, I would ask you how are you, but I don't need to. I know how you're doing, because you do it every day. Real quick, give us an idea of what an average Tuesday or Wednesday morning, afternoon, and evening is for the owner of Fruit Fit Fitness.
Let me think. I'm gonna try to remember. I wake up.
You ate that chicken, your memory's gone. Amnesia. Impotence and amnesia.
I do eat chicken at 4 a.m. That's before my workout.
Okay.
I work out at 5. I train at 5. I work out at 6.
What's the difference between training and working out?
I personal train someone else. Yes. And then I do my own workout. Yeah.
Okay. I'm tired already, but keep going.
And then I have mommy duties, and then I have training again, and then I have mommy duties. Then I teach TRX and boot camp. Okay. And then I do things like this.
Okay. Super. Now, you have been at this for quite some time now.
About 5 years.
Okay. What triggered this transformation of Fruit Fit into your life?
Well, when I first started out on my journey, being an entrepreneur wasn't even in my mind at all. It was just kind of something you hear about other people doing, but you're stuck in it 9 to 5 and you don't really want to make that transition. I was almost 220 pounds.
I heard somebody whistle out there. 220 is light. Never mind. Go ahead.
And I was working a 9 to 5, and I just got tired of, every time I walked up the steps, being out of breath. None of my clothes fit anymore. I was pushing a size 20. My son was about 1 at the time, so I couldn't use, the baby weight excuse, even though some people use it 5 years later. And I started walking. The weight started coming off. I got into fitness. I had a whole bunch of things happen, one of which was my 37-year-old brother drank a bunch of sodas and sugar, and his sugar went up to 1,200, which is about 10 times or more than the average person's glucose level should be. And he was in a coma for 6 weeks and passed away. I was still working my 9 to 5 at that point, but then I branched out and started training.
That was sort of your wake-up call?
Kind of. So do you have time for my story? Because it's really long.
Yeah, bring it on.
You sure? Mm-hmm. Okay. So after that, I got sick with DVTs, which are blood clots in your legs. I couldn't walk. I had to stop working out. I had to go to work part-time. So I started training. Once I got better, about 6 months later, I started training part-time. So I worked part-time, I trained part-time, then eventually I got on social media. People started following my story and encouraged me to, start doing this training. And so I really didn't know what a trainer was. I never had one. I did my own weight loss. And so I branched out, and one day I was sitting at my desk and I sent my boss an email that said I was resigning. And I left, and I've been training ever since. I started Fruit Fit in 2011, Fruit Fit Affordable Fitness. I've been working really hard to build my brand, and so here I am today.
Now, the story that she just told about the blood clots, the sugar, the sodas, this isn't new to you.
No, that's common. Common. These are common ailments that result from the consumption of the standard American diet. And she's blessed because she's here to tell the story.
Absolutely.
There are a lot of folk that don't get a chance to tell the story.
I actually had a friend that died right after I got better. I got a phone call about a week later. A girlfriend went to the doctor. She thought she had a sprained ankle or something. They sent her home, and she died in front of her son. She had a DVT. So at that moment, I knew that I was really blessed to still be here. I've actually had 8. I have a gene called the prothrombin gene that makes me, makes me not clot abnormally. I've also had pulmonary embolisms on my lung, which don't really have a high survival rate. So, yeah.
And do you believe that a lot of this was attributed to your early life diet?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Sound like you had a car, you were in a car wreck actually, but you think it was partly because of eating.
Yeah, it was. I believe it was. Even the, doctors would tell you, things like that lie dormant, and through the carcinogens and other things that we put in our bodies, they in the weight that we gain, things start happening. And at the time, I was an avid runner, but those things that were lying dormant, all of those Reese cups and McDonald's meals that I had, they woke up. So, yeah.
Well, the reality is that I think sometimes we get this notion, well, I'm going to cheat a little bit, and then I'm going to do right. I'm going to cheat a little bit, and I'm going to do right.
You only saying that because I said I ate those cupcakes.
Well, I'm talking to you, brother. That's why I'm bringing this back home. So
I made that story up.
I know, just for TV.
Just for TV.
That's right. But the reality is that many people do that. They live in that reality of, I'm going to eat a little bit bad because tonight I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to get a garden salad for lunch. So this morning I'm going to get a cinnamon bun and I'm going to get a frappo latte, fratte, whatever. And I'm going to drink that. But I'm going to drink, I'm going to eat my garden salad for lunch and I'll balance that out. See, the body doesn't work that way. We think that we bring the body back into balance after we've now eaten something healthy, but we earlier ate something that was unhealthy. Well, the damage that we've done by eating something unhealthy is done. It's done. And the only thing now that we can do is try to do the best that we can with the rest of the time that we have on the planet. So that damage, how that impacts us, we as a people, we tend to pray over our food religiously. Like we pray, and we pray like we know this is not good for me. So please, God, don't let this be the one that's going to take me out. And what happens is, again, the digestive system doesn't have that same religion. It doesn't practice that religion. So when you consume it, your knees start hurting, and your back starts hurting, and you get fatigued, and you can't walk as fast, and you got other health challenges because the body does not work based on your religious beliefs.
Lord have mercy. Patrice. Dr. Baruch, look, all right, folks, people are watching this and they're sitting there, mouths have now hit the floor, and they're saying, what? You mean to tell me, as we're standing over whatever it is we're about to eat, you mean to tell me it's really that critical, Patrice?
Absolutely.